Star was loved and cherished by her Aunt Alicia and by her great-grandparents.
She was just a bubbly little smiley baby.
Come here.
She was adored too by her regular babysitter Holly.
She loved playing or dancing. She never liked toys or playing with toys. She'd much rather play hide and seek.
Star, do you love your mums?
But Star's playful nature seems to have abandoned her in this clip with mother Frankie Smith. Smith admitted in court she'd been a cruel mum. But the jury decided it was Smith's lover, Savannah Brockhill, on the right, who beat Star to death in September 2020, while Smith was found guilty of causing or allowing the death of her daughter. Footage of Star with her killer, Brockhill, is unnerving. Unlike with her aunt, Star doesn't kiss back. Brockhill's apparent affection is mixed with insults.
Pretty girl. You a spoiled pretty girl. Round around the garden like a teddy bear.
Star's great-grandparents, who looked after her for 11 weeks earlier in the year, had become increasingly worried.
Everywhere. Serious girl, aren't you? Deadly.
Well, we were hearing things like she were being slam choked. Now, we didn't know what that was. It's something to do with you grab them round the neck and throw them onto bed or something. It's something you do if you were karate or something like that, but it's not sort of the thing you'd associate with a 10-month, 11-month-old baby.
On Facebook, David posted a picture of what Star looked like living with him, alongside a picture he'd seen of Star with bruising. "What's going on, Frankie?" he asked.
Look, I says, how come every time you've got Star, she comes back covered in bruises? I said, we keep seeing pictures of her. We've seen her Yvonne Walker, and she's covered in bruises. She says, all kids get bruises. Yeah, but I said, it's like she didn't have any bruises when she was with us.
Numerous family and friends made referrals to social services about Brockhill and Smith's treatment of Star, including David and his partner, Anita. But the women told caseworkers the complaints were malicious, the bruises accidental. Authorities closed the case without telling David and Anita. You communicated with them, but they never got back to you?
They never got back to us.
And they never cross-referenced anything?
No, never heard a thing, no.
Do you see that as a failing?
Yes, the conversation, it was Anita that told me at the time, because I was shocked. She says, I said to the lady, look, we're concerned, we don't want another baby pee on his hands. And the lady said, how do you mean?
Baby P was 17 months old when he died after suffering more than 50 injuries. Star was a month younger when she was killed. Smith and Brockhill both claimed to be out of the room when Star was beaten and left with catastrophic abdominal injuries. But they were both in the flat, and they Googled how to bring a baby out of shock 11 minutes before Brockhill had this 999 conversation.
So I was rubbing her back. She started to be sick, so I led her on the floor, put her in CPR position, started to run her back. She started to lose breath, so I performed CPR on her.
When paramedics arrived, it was too late. A post-mortem found the toddler had other injuries, including a fractured skull and leg. Those who'd seen Star had flagged their concerns, including Frankie's friend and babysitter, Holly.
It was heartbreaking the last time I saw her. It was horrible.
Describe how she was?
Just distant. She was very clingy, but not a good clingy. It was very much like she wouldn't let go of me. And it wasn't I've never seen a depressed baby, but that is what it was like. It was, I think, that day I saw her, I think will scar me for the rest of my life.
After Star's death, the evidence of cruelty stacked up. The lover, Brockhill, was contracted to provide out-of-hours security at a recycling plant on this industrial estate in Doncaster. Sometimes she brought Star with her on the job. Clearly, it's highly unusual for a security worker to bring a toddler to work on an industrial estate. And when police discovered that's what Brockhill had done, they did a CCTV trawl and discovered footage of her beating Star 21 times. The day before Star's death, CCTV showed her mother dragging her through this part of Bradford like a puppet, the child crying when trying to walk. But when Smith suggested taking her to hospital, Brockhill said Star was just having a tantrum. We now know she had a fractured leg. After the recent killing of 6-year-old Arthur Labinjo Hughes, tortured by his father and stepmother, Star's case raises more questions about the protection of children.
Her smile and her laugh, I'll never forget that. It was such a unique laugh.
What makes this doubly shocking is that Star had loving extended family. Multiple alerts flagged the dangers. But somehow that didn't lead to the action that could have saved her. Jason Farrell, Sky News.